Before we get started, Ocho, there's some things that I want to address. Last night we had a situation. Everything is like in my computer. It's a little different for me here in the studio, my studio compared to you at home. Everything is linked. The camera, the iPad, the computer, everything is linked. And what had happened is that as I'm talking, somehow it clicked over to the video. So that's what I was hearing playing back in my ear. So it wasn't anything. It wasn't like a malfunction. Somehow the audio had clicked on the video that was playing. So I could hear that back in my ear. So that was nothing that people back back in the studio was doing. That was no fault of their own. That was just something that had just all of a sudden happened. And it just took us a minute to figure out. We troubleshoot after we got off the show and we got it figured out. That won't happen again. I can assure you of that. Other technical difficulties might arise, but that won't happen. And then, guys, look, there's been a lot said. Well, you trying to do to Ocho what Skip did to you, blah, blah, blah. No. What I am going to do is that I'm going to push, I'm going to pull, I'm going to drag Ocho to a level that he didn't think he could get to. See, I saw some of the comments. You too serious. It's just a little internet show. It's a YouTube show. For you, that's all you see it as. But that's not the vision that I shared with Ocho when we sat down. That's not the vision that Ocho say, we can do that? Yes. I say, you see what these other guys are getting. But I can't go when I sit down with these studios and they say, okay, Shannon, what can you do? What do you want to do? How are you going to package this? What are you looking for? Because when you go to a studio, they want a time slot. They want okay, what time slot you want to be in? And can we account on you being in that slot? Yes. Yes, absolutely. And so I want Ocho to take it serious. I've conveyed this with Ocho. Ocho, I'm not breaking earth, interrupting your normally scheduled programming, because I just want Ocho to understand this is Ocho's show. This is my show. And I want him to take it as serious instead of like when he goes on First Take, be great on First Take. Inside the NFL, be great on those. But I want Ocho to understand we going to only go as far as he and I can take this thing. And the heights that I dream, and I think what he's conveyed to me, is that we're going to have to do this together. But there has to be a level of professionalism. There has to be a courtesy of being on time. I respect his time, and I want him to respect, because there's a lot of people. We started out, it was just Ocho, myself, one person in the studio, and Ash. We got 11 people now. We got editors, we got graphics, we got extra producers, we got associate producers. And so I know y'all took it and tried to run. This is a conversation